LWC.
This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so what we were discussing last time, let me log in. So, so we were here. We have been displayed some account records last time. So today we are planning we'll be going to work on the UI. Or UI isn't much good as we can see. So for the UI purpose, what we need to do, we need to create. We need to use SLDS tags. So let's, for example, let us put one header here. So in the component itself, let me remove all this. This one and so we have one tag. So we need to directly use the class SLDS dash page dash header. Let me now run this. So we can see there is no impact on the UI still, even though we have been given the header. Reason is we need to extend the style in the app. There is an attribute extends equals to source colon SLES. Now you can see header part is something you can see here, and remaining content is here. And even though let me show you this thing again. Let me differentiate it for you. So this is without extending SLDS, without UI. This is with UI. So you can see the difference. Just extending the attribute. Let me do undo. If we want to modify something in the on the UI, so we can do. If you want to give something as a title in there, so we can give. So we have these tags. So now it's impacting here. You can see it's being bold or something different. Because I'm using these tags. But I'm representing it as a title. This reason it was like this, a bit highlighted. So now let's bring these things into the table form, row and columns. For that we need to create the table. That is have the another attribute. Let me show you that. Here itself in the component, we will be going to create the tables.
Hey Naresh,
Yes.
one question. So the div class component, right?
uh,
In the line number 19, is that CSS component?
yeah, basically div means it presents to the section or a block, and where we are putting the SLDS tags. SLDS means
Okay.
Salesforce Lighting Design System tags.
So it is mainly related to the styling.
That's mainly related to the designing, UI part.
Uh, okay. But within the Visual Force pages, we used static resources, right, to do all these kind of things like CSS.
Basically, even though we can use the static resource, but earlier uh, we were having the custom UI, complete custom UI. But nowadays we don't need to use that because we are having this thing. Force colon SLDS extends. It extends the main styling. Was for after I think so after 1 or 1.5 years, Salesforce has included all this style in the tags. So as of now, we are not much worried about the styling part because that is embedded by the Salesforce itself. So we just need to extend the force column SLDS rather than to put the uh, s- design or the UI tags in the static resource. So simply use that, use in the class like whatever you want to use. Let's say uh, as we have been used the header part, so we were using SLDS page header. If we need to use something else, for example, let's table. We want to create a table, so we will be going to use the table tags, table class. But still, if
Okay.
you want to do some more customization in the UI, so you can do. That is not deprecated.
Mhm. So this is only available up to some extent. That's it. Not complete customization. That's what you're trying to say, right?
Basically, if you want to do complete customization, so you can do. But
Mhm.
Salesforce has internally providing the complete UI. So you need to extend the SLDS. Then you just need to put the tags rather than you are going to create your custom, let's say, grid or table, row, column, all these things. You just need to use the tags, UI tags.
Oh, okay. 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 That makes sense. Thank you.
So we are going to create one table here.
Naresh,
Yes.
could you explain what do you mean by this in the line 21, the tag P?
This one,
Yeah.
basically P represents to a single paragraph. If you want to give the
Okay.
paragraph, you can give. Yeah, using the P tag.
Okay, fine. And in the line 31, that BR tag
VR.
31.
Like,
Yeah.
okay. VR represents the new line. When if I will be going to remove these things, so all my content will be coming in a single line. Let me show you that one. So I don't want all the content in a single line. I want it in a different line. Now can you see?
Okay.
So to separate it into the different lines, we were using the BR tag.
Oh. So, like in the Visual Force, where can we get the details about the attributes and all the components in this Lightning
Ah, so
you're
we
using?
okay. So
So,
me
in Visual Force, we can directly see the details, right? Uh, so, here, where can we get the details of all the components and attributes?
okay, okay. I'll share the cheat sheet of Lightning.
Okay.
Okay, okay, guys. So let's move ahead.
Yep.
So as of now, I will be going to first create the header part. As we have 4 rows, so I have been created. I need to create the 4 row. If you guys know this style, that's okay. Otherwise, I'll explain it for you.
Naresh, is it same like TRTD in HTML
Correct.
table, which you?
It's similar to that.
Okay.
So we are creating basically one row. This one, and here we are creating the column. So we have the option either we can use TH or we can use TD. So I need 4 rows and 1 column. So you can see, I mean, I'm going to create one table. Let me show you like how that will be looking like. So that will be kind of this with account name, industry, and rating. So and here we will be putting the data. What are the account names you do have, and phone, email, phone industry ratings, and similarly. So I mean, just now I have been created one row, something which is equal to this one, account name, phone, industry. You can see this one. Now I need to iterate this data with with respect to these columns. So these are the columns. So let's move to the UI part.
Hey, this is Karthik here. I just joined today for first class to see how it is. If you don't know the HTML, is it easy to learn the Lightning, or like any quick start guides that for the stacks that you are showing?
See, basically, I mean, HTML isn't much here. It will be the basic things for HTML for designing. Hardly we will be using 20 to 25 tags. So once or twice
Okay,
you will be writing, you will get to know like what are the tags. Or I will share the detail so you can utilize that one.
correct. For example, if you see like you are putting TR, you are putting TH, you may need to explain, right? What is that and all? Or like, will you give us any document where it says, what
I
is this
will
tag?
just I'll explain these things. Don't worry about that.
So I missed the last three classes, so I don't know. This is first I just joined to see how it is, so I wanted to see.
Okay, okay. I'll explain these things for you. I'll explain every line of code. Don't worry.
And every time you are doing, you are clicking on preview or you are refreshing the page and it opens up everything. This thing.
I'm refreshing this page.
Oh, okay.
So either I can refresh it, or from the app I can preview it. It will work with both the cases.
Okay.
I
So
got
whatever you are doing, it's all in HTML or it's all in JavaScript? Because in static resource, right? We use JS, we use HTML5, AngularJS and all, right? So whatever you are doing, these tags,
using the
all are like, JavaScript tags?
no, basically this is for lightning, and lightning we have mix of SLDS or kind of HTML for designing UI part. We have complete JavaScript, Apex, and somehow VF page also. So we'll be going to cover all these things.
Okay.
Okay.
But for the people like us who don't know much, right? So you may need to have a document or something which you can share. so that we can read, understand, right, before come for the classes, right?
That is fine. Okay. So what's your good name, by the way?
Karthik.
Okay, Karthik. So stay focused on the class as of now. If you have any issue, doubt, just ask to me, and whatever the things
Okay.
you need, just we can talk about after the class. No?
Okay. You have any this one, right? Phone number or something that you will share it to us, like in
Yeah,
case for WhatsApp or
I do have. I do have. I'll share my number. Don't worry.
okay.
Guys,
Okay.
I'm going to share my number, so you can ping me on the WhatsApp or the call me.
Okay.
It's 9953024688. I just texted you. Okay, so let's go to the component and put the entire data like this. Okay, so you can see all the data coming in row and columns. So let me remove this data. So now we'll discuss the code. I mean your doubts. Yeah. So you can see now data is coming in the row and columns. Okay. So let's understand first these columns, header columns. So what I'm doing here, I'm creating one table which I've shown you like this, where I will be having row and columns. So I'm creating the table dynamically. So I'm using the table attribute to create the table, and for the alignment and the design, I'm using the SLDS tab, SLDS table class. Even though I have a couple of more attributes here, so I'll let use later on. T head means I'm going to make the one header for the these columns, and TR means row, and in the row we will be creating four columns. Row means this is completely one row, and these are the four columns: this one, this one, this one, and this one. So th representing th, and we are using the property scope equals to call. So we are using that property, and we are providing the column names here. So any doubt till the time here in the column part, guys?
So TR means row, TH means column.
Column, yeah. Th and td both are used to declare or create the column
Okay.
inside the table.
What is the first line that Aura handler I need value? The line number 17.
Okay, this one, I'll tell you that thing also.
Okay.
And I mean Rahul, Shida, Sneha, Afghan. So any doubt in the table and TRTD here?
Naresh.
No, sir.
No, no.
Sneha, are you done? I mean, able to understand?
Yes.
So let's come here, because I do have, or I might have a couple of elements or the number of rows. So what I'm doing, I'm putting in the aura iteration. Aura iteration just like loop. Karthik, are you aware with the VF page?
Yes, I know a little bit. Yeah, I am administrator. I am not like like developer. So I'm just learning.
Okay. Okay. If you know the VF page, you can understand easily.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know about the VF page?
Yes, Visual Force page, right? That you are saying like in
Right.
Salesforce.
Visual Force page.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, to iterate over the list or the number of records in Visual Force page, we use,
Like a page block. Okay. Yeah.
right, and in that
Mm-hmm.
we use like the value, value in the, and in the value we pass the list. Let's say we have list of account, then
Yeah.
we use where,
Mm-hmm.
and we iterate on that, right? So in same way,
Okay.
I think we have aura iteration. So aura
Okay.
iteration is something which is replacing to the apex page block table or data table.
Okay. Got it.
Okay, got it done.
Yeah. Yeah. Got it. Yeah.
So same thing we are iterating, and because in the iteration, if we have one records, it will be creating one row. You can see we are using one tr and the same number of columns. If we have five records, it's iterating five times and creating five rows dynamically.
Got it.
And these are the columns. And you are asking about this one, na? So
Mm-hmm.
you must have been used Apex class as well, right?
Correct.
So in Apex class, we declare variables like this. If you need to declare any variable, my name, my public string, my name, public integer, my number, right? A public list
Mm-hmm.
account, we declare
Mm-hmm.
like this. So in Lightning, with respect to the Apex, we declare attributes. Attributes are just like the variables, Apex class variables, but we declare like this: or attribute name, whatever the name you have declared, and
Mm-hmm.
type, whatever type you have declared, and the default value, what are you going to provide default value. Same thing with number. You can see integer number, integer minum, and minum. Inside name we are going to minum, and type we are going to find the integer.
Okay.
We start with the aura attributes. Aura attributes are the are just like the Apex class variables, and we provide name of the variable, type of the variable, and the default value if you want to give.
Got it.
Same thing with list of account. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and you were asking about aura handler. So
Mm-hmm.
you know we start with Apex like this, Apex page,
Yes.
correct,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
we use controller also like this, correct, in the API page.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to call any Apex class method when our page is being loaded, so what we use action attribute.
Mm-hmm.
There is one action attribute in VF page. If you might have been you noticed, correct.
Yeah, I noticed, but I haven't used much Visual Force. Yeah, I have seen that, but as an admin, I don't work on that coding, right? So,
Okay, if you are aware with that, so it's similar like this. So when
okay.
it is being loaded, so the same time we are calling the Apex class method.
So first, I need to know the Visual Force very well. I mean Visual Force page before I go for this, right? Then.
If you have basic understanding of VF page, that's also okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because we will be using, I mean, we are not using VF page here. We are just using the concept of VF page.
Got it. Got it.
If you know,
Any quick cheat sheet or something here for Visual Force page? Just to see
I can
so
share.
that it can.
I can
Okay.
see the document.
Okay. I have seen all those things, but I haven't really used much. So that's what I have. I
Okay.
can go through it before. Yeah.
Sure. And it's the same way.
Okay.
Now let me refresh it. Okay, so this is the page as we are displaying. I mean, using the tables, row and columns. Even though we have some more text, so you can use. Let
Can
me.
you make it as a real table than like this, like like table?
Sorry, table meaning.
Like, can you make it as a table, like with the lines and everything here?
Yeah, we need to put the text here.
That's for okay, okay.
Let me put some text.
So how will you learn all those tags? Is it available somewhere, like in any, like like if you have any material which says like this tag somewhere? This looks nice.
Yeah, I will share. Don't worry.
Okay.
So you can see it's coming like this. Earlier it wasn't when I was not using this tag. See the difference. This one and this one.
Hmm.
It's just like plain, and it's like differentiating rows. I have given the border. So we have one more tag. We can use that SLDS as table underscore cell and as buffer. Now it's looking much better. You can see.
Yes.
So for the UI part, it's all about the SLDS designing part, and for the development part, we have the different logics. So we'll be going through with the some part of design UI as we will be in use, and the remaining things. Remaining things means the things that we are using for the development. Let's say either it's VF page or the JavaScript or the Apex. Okay, guys, can you please note one assignment? Hello.
And we can also do the font modifications, right? With SLDS.
So yeah, we can do.
Like if we want to add
Uh-huh.
any color or something. Okay.
Correct, correct. We have
Like
different
J.
classes for that in SLDS.
Mhm.
Okay, guys. So just note one assignment. And what about the last one? I think so. I have given something to you.
You asked us to display the contact records in the same manner which you're displaying the accounts.
So are you done with that?
Yes, Naresh.
Okay, that means cool. Okay. So here two things are there. Again, you need to display the account using sorry contact using not like this approach, but yeah, somehow. Let me help you with the Google things here.
Naresh, could you also share the code details with us, or this org? That
You can have the access. Okay, you can have the access of this one. Okay, so what actually I'm expecting from you? I'm expecting something like this. Let me go to the next screen. Yeah, I'm expecting something like this. Let me show you. I must have been created somewhere this similar type of things. So I'm expecting something like this. Can you see this? These are the contact records again, but we are using another property of UI, that is the lightning card. You can see it's representing one block, or you can see it's representing one block, or just like a card. We have card, debit card, credit card. So in the same way, it's representing the information. So I want you guys to create one component where you will be using the lightning card property. Okay, and you need to use one drop down here, so which actually being used for the filter part, because as I have been using external referral, so I have only two with the lead source. If I'm using public relation, so whatever the records I do have, I will be having here. Okay, if you are not able to okay, so just put your efforts to create one drop down as well. If you are able, then it's okay, otherwise no worries, I'll let you know in next session. But somehow I want you to use the lightning card property to display these. You can see lightning card, this one, documentation. Or I will share the tutorial, this one, because it's using these properties, lightning card and something. It's using this one, lightning card property. So even you can use this property to display this. So what I will be doing, I'm going to share this link with you. Okay, so you will be having the idea about it, because now you are aware like how to retrieve the code, how to call the apex function, how to call javascript function. Or is there any doubt, guys?
Naresh, could you flip back to the previous page, the UI page, Lightning card page, which you showed just now, right?
There was one which I have been I was using in the community.
Yeah, this one. So this is just to understand the design of this. This is only one Lightning component embedded in one Lightning application, right?
There are two components, even though you can do it by one component as well, but we are using two components.
Okay, two components in one Lightning application.
Correct. So basically do one thing, don't bother about this thing. I want you guys to go through with this tutorial which I have been shared. So you will be having the idea. If you are able to work on this, that's okay. If you are not, so I will be teaching you in the next session. But for the just learning purpose, I'll suggest go through with that tutorial, because that is loading the contact, and because here we need to make few buttons functional. If we are going to click on the details button, so we will be displaying the detail of the particular contact. I will be teaching these things later on, but yeah, for the understanding purpose, so just try to invest some time on this. And don't much, you don't need to focus much on the UI part, just focus on the functionality, like how they are querying the records, how they are putting one component to the other component, and how they are displaying the records. It's if you want to focus on the UI, it's very simple, except this the few things like they are using a few advanced lighting design tag, SLDS tags.
So Ravi, this is Karthik here. So because I missed the 3 classes, right? If I need to start from where should I start? Abhilash shared me the training document. So anything else, because I am not that great in Visual Force, right? I know Visual Force.
Uh,
So I need to first pick up little bit.
Karthik, one thing. I just need your surety. Like, are you sure you want to continue? You want to learn Lightning, or just
I just I need to see like 2 3 classes and see whether I can pop it up, pick it up.
uh-huh.
That based on that only I will decide, right? I just first class. This is my first class,
uh
so
Okay,
I need to see like
what I
this week I will attend the classes. The timing is a problem for me. Yeah, tell me.
so if you can invest 2 to 3 hours, so we have the recording videos of the previous session.
Okay.
I'll share
Okay.
I'll share those recordings with you. Okay, just go
Uh-huh.
through with the recordings, and I believe so. You don't have you must not have any doubt. But if you have any,
Okay.
we'll discuss in tomorrow's session earlier.
Okay.
But at least you need to spend 3 hours to watch these videos. There are 3 classes
Okay.
we have done. So I mean,
Okay.
class by class we have the videos, so you can go through one by one, and you can have the understanding.
Okay. Okay. And anything if I need to do a quick startup in the Visual Force page, right? Like to understand those tags and everything. Any materials you have? Like
You don't need to bother about the VF page. Leave it.
okay. VF page. Okay. Because the Lightning, what are all the prerequisites to learn Lightning? So we need to be very good at HTML or
Not
anything
not
like it.
like very. If you want to move to the design part, then you need to be very good in HTML. But if you are
Okay.
for the development part, so you don't need.
I am an administrator, Salesforce administrator. If you want anything like in the Lightning administrator now, like that, if you want to do right, administrating things.
Mm-hmm.
So like I need to be good at any specific skills like that I need to prepare.
For that, basically, you need to have knowledge of code to learn the Lightning.
Okay, to Apex, I need to know basic Apex. So,
Do you know Apex, VF page, or the JS? Anything?
I know a little bit because as I said, I am administrator. Mainly, I am doing the releases. Like
Same thing.
administering
Again,
classic Salesforce basic. Like
I got your
I
point.
do. I haven't done anything on coding much. So I have seen in my org, right, what are all the codes available, but I haven't done much code.
Okay. So again, know me like whether you are admin or developers, but it depends on the interest.
Exactly. That's what I want to see.
Ah,
That's why I'm asking what and all I need to prepare, right, to become a good Lightning developer. That's what I'm saying. Because I need to put every day at least 1 or 2 hours in parallel, right, to learn to pick up the class.
correct. So, so basically, just focus on the videos I will be sharing today.
Okay.
Go through with those videos, and remaining thing I'll take care.
Okay. I guess Abhilash already shared me the video, I think, for go through it.
That will be the only demo video which he has been shared with you.
Oh, okay.
Or even the classes video I didn't share with him till the time.
Okay. No problem. Okay.
So drop me your email ID. So I will be sharing the videos with you. If you are
Okay.
able, just join the tomorrow session. Because in last 3 session, I mean there were 3 classes. So you get to know what we are talking about.
I sent I chat my email address to you.
Got it.
Let's see. I will go through it. I will see tomorrow whether I can do something, whatever it is.
Sure.
Yeah. So you have any other batch starting after this? Like,
After 1 month.
well, after 1 month only. No other parallel batch like 8:30 or something like that.
Not yet.
Okay.
Because
So you have only one batch per day then.
that is that again. I mean, another match will be in evening. My evening.
When is it? Oh, evening. Okay, that is okay.
That might be
What time that is?
morning. So
What time in the evening that is?
9 p.m.
7 o'clock, 8 o'clock India time?
9 p.m. IST.
Oh, 9 p.m. IST. Okay. Got it. Okay. No problem. Thank you, Ravi. Let me just go through it and see, like I will attend for a couple of sessions. If I can pick up, I will continue, Otherwise, I will prepare a little bit homework and I will join the next batch.
Okay.
I will see like how the next
Okay.
classes goes,
Okay. Cool. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
So okay, so guys, I'm just dropping. So we'll be connecting tomorrow. I have shared the tutorial. Please go through with that. We'll be most probably we'll be working on the same tomorrow.
Naresh, a quick question.
हाँ जी बोलिए.
Can you go back to the code where we have displayed the rows and columns?
हाँ sure. Yeah.
So right now we are displaying only 4 columns in this one. So let's say if we have a more number of columns, do we need to specify each and every column in the component in the same manner, or is there any way?
It's a responsive, ma'am. I said earlier like it's responsive. It's automatically taking the UI. Let's say if I'm going to put two more columns here, na? It will automatically inherit that. We don't need to bother about this. It will auto adjust. You can see. We need to define. We don't need to define like we need to shift anything anywhere. Whatever the number of records we have, it will automatically adjust. Well, it's a responsive one.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Done.
Yep. Thanks, Naresh.
ठीक है स्नेहा फिर let's share the I mean let's join on the bridge.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you guys. Thanks for joining. Bye bye. Take care.
Yeah, thank you.